YouTube, what's the deal? It's your boy TVB back at it again with another video. And today we're going to be discussing the topic of like mistakes I believe that new riders make that can be prevented in a sense if they just maybe had some guidance or, had some notes that they could take from when it comes to basically getting into the sport of riding motorcycles and becoming a part of this lifestyle. So let's get into it. And the reason I decided to discuss this topic, because I feel like now after my so many years of riding, I've been riding for 7 years now, and I've seen all kind of riders pass, paralyzed, roll rashed up, helmets broken. Even my own brother broke his leg. I came up right behind him on a crash, so that was pretty like traumatizing in a sense, but it's all good. Shit happens, but we all bounced back after we crashed, so that's all that matters. But yeah, I just feel like can be like a reputable voice when it comes to speaking on a topic like this, because I have been riding for a long time in a sense. 7 years. I'm not even in my I'm basically gonna say I'm not even 25 yet, and I'm still here basically. So I've been riding since legit, really, and I just got some knowledge that I feel like I can express in a sense. So let's get into it. So the first thing I would like to discuss would be all the riders coming in the game trying to keep up to other riders. That can be honestly very detrimental to your riding experience and the longevity of your riding path. So when it comes to riding, man, new riders, you're gonna always see those riders wheeling their bikes, turning their bike, everybody going faster than each other. Like, in a sense, you just can't look at that as something that you want to do. Everybody gotta take their own road and their own progression on their own time, essentially. Like, your experience may not be the same as somebody else's experience, but one thing we can all do is progress slowly, progress at our own pace, and not look at anybody else as like something that you would want to be as. Just progress on your own speed. We can always take like either criticism or look to them for guidance, but don't try to keep up in a sense, because it can always lead to, either be dead, for lack of a better term, or you can be seriously injured, because these things are not a game. People may make them look like a game because how well they are maneuvering these bikes, but it is not a game at all. It can all be ended within a click of a finger, basically. So, all right, and the second mistake I'm gonna say everybody make, not everybody, but a lot of these people out here that are getting into the riding experience, a lot of them don't take the MSF course. I honestly might sound like a grandpa saying this, but I took that course when I was 15 and a half, and it honestly has basically instilled like certain skill points into my riding that maybe I wouldn't have learned if I didn't get that knowledge by a book and from that course. Because that course honestly basically teaches you like the fundamentals that everybody will skip around when telling you how to ride or teaching you how to ride. Like, it's just like certain things we don't even think about that those teachers teach, like, and they've been doing it for years and years and years and years on. So, and they're constantly doing it. So they're honestly going to have that knowledge instilled in their brain that maybe someone like your uncle or brother or your dad might not be able to teach you. And I just honestly feel like that's a huge mistake on new riders' parts, not taking those classes, because they honestly do help with the longevity of your riding and even getting into riding, teaching you how to maneuver a bike, like just certain things that your neighborhood fellow is not going to teach you. But that MSF course is like a definite thing. You learn so much in those classes. And mistake number 3, I'm gonna say, I know I might sound like a hypocrite. I'm honestly a huge hypocrite, but if you know, you know. But one of the hugest mistakes that people make when beginning to like a riding path or passion, man, learning how to stunt. When they say everybody is going to go down stunting, like once you learn it, man, you are going to flip that bike and hurt some feelings, honestly. Cause like, I don't know, I guess it's like a level of progression. Some people's falls can be worse than others, but man, flipping that bike it's like inevitable to get past it when it comes to like stunting. Cause everybody want to look nice, everybody want to Willie be able to have a tail almost touching the ground, slide the bike around with the rear brake, all that kind of stuff. But it's kind of like never-ending path because you constantly want to get better and better and better. And the better you get, the more risky it gets. So yeah, it's a huge mistake, but I mean, it's not a mistake in a sense because once you learn how to do it, man, you got that thing down packed. Like, I can hop on this bike after not riding it for months, be right up at 12 o'clock as soon as I slide down the block. But it's like, I would recommend it, but then I would say, like, just put a warning label on it. Like, you can be seriously injured or destroy your bike getting into this particular event. So, yeah, something like that. It's not a mistake, but it should have a huge warning label on it because I know everybody wants to look cool, but man, with cool things, you gotta get hurt for it. I ain't even gonna lie. And I got a lot of road rash. I'm relatively young still, and man, they don't lie. That ground hurts. And the next mistake that I believe every new rider makes is, man, not learning target trajectory when freaking riding a motorcycle. I've seen so many new riders, even not even new riders, all riders do it. Everybody went wide in the turn before, but man, this stuff could be prevented with just paying attention. Like, it is so many things that can be avoided on motorcycles with just paying attention. Like, situational awareness is key, but I'm gonna just say target trajectory. Like, not knowing where you need to look when you may be turning your bike. Like, man, you looking straight, but you're turning right. And I don't mean like when you turn in the corner, but I mean like in a bend or something, like not knowing how to maneuver the bike, where you gotta look where you wanna go. And that's like a huge point in a lot of new riders' lives. Man, I've seen countless and countless of videos, people running up curves, people running off mountains from not looking where they wanna go, or anything happening just because they're not looking where they wanna go. And this last one probably should have been the first one, but we got to it as we came. So I'm gonna believe one of the biggest mistakes that new riders in general, make when it comes to getting into the riding passion, man, they don't even know how to stop. I know it's as simple as it sounds. Many riders don't know. Again, this comes with the MSF course. 70% front, 30% rears. I've seen so many accidents happen from people jamming on their rear brakes and sliding the rear end around and just losing control of it. And then, everybody, mama, grandma, uncle, I've always said they rode a dirt bike and think these skills immediately transfer over to riding a sport bike, which don't even calculate to anything, but it does when it comes to shifting and stuff. But overall, like, the geometry of a sport bike versus a dirt bike is completely different. And yeah, learning how to stop. Like, if you want to learn how to go fast, you got to learn how to stop too, because that can be life or death in a sense. And it has caused many people their life not knowing how to stop, panicking immediately instead of really knowing how to grab a handful of brake without falling in a sense, and maneuvering, dodging things with, grabbing a handful of brake and preventing you from honestly dying or hitting someone in front of you or avoiding whatever you have to avoid to get around. And that will conclude today's video on the couple of mistakes I believe new riders make and the things I believe they can do better when it comes to entering their riding journey and things like that. So with that being said, I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace. If y'all have anything that y'all want to say in the comment, say it, any ideas or questions, leave them in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.